No one else will tell you this, but a US Air Force airman once claimed he met a family of aliens in the Nevada desert, and the military knew about it. It was the 1960s. The base, Nellis Air Force Range, just miles from what the world now calls Area 51. His name was Charles Hall, and what he saw out there would change everything he believed about life and about secrecy. Hall was a weather observer. Ordinary duty, ordinary man. He launched balloons, logged wind patterns, and filed reports no one ever read twice. But the desert around Nellis wasn't ordinary. Radar ghosts, strange lights over the test range, and silence, always the kind that hums in your ears when something's watching. He thought it was just nerves, until the day the radio static started whispering back. At first he thought they were soldiers, figures on the horizon, tall, thin, and too still. Then they moved, not marching, not walking, gliding. As he approached, the heat shimmer parted like a curtain. Pale faces, large translucent eyes that reflected the sun like glass. And behind them, a smaller one, a child. That was the moment everything inside him told him to run. But he didn't, because they weren't attacking. They were studying him, like scientists observing a curious animal that wandered too close. Paul would see them again, always the same three: the tall male, the female, and the child. He called her the teacher. She spoke first, telepathically, softly, as if choosing her words from another frequency. They weren't there to invade. They were already living there, deep beneath the desert, in concealed shelters built with the Air Force's help. In exchange, Hall said, the US military received technology, navigation systems that could bend space, aircraft that can hover without sound. He described their suits, bright, self-illuminated fabric that shimmered like frost. When active, it bent light, making them almost invisible. They could move faster than the human eye can track, and they aged strangely, growing taller and paler with time. Some, Paul claimed, lived for 700 years. They called themselves the Tall Whites, not visitors, residents. Paul's relationship with them was fragile. He tolerated him, barely. One wrong move, and he said they could emit a high-pitched frequency that froze him in place. Still, curiosity built a quiet truce. They showed him their craft, long, white vessels that glowed softly at night, lifting vertically without engines. He learned their routines, their signs of approval and warning, and maybe, most unsettling, he learned they had emotions. The teacher once smiled at him. He swore it almost felt human. Years later, when Hall went public, few believed him. The Air Force dismissed it as imagination. But out in the Nevada desert, people still report white lights moving silently over the sand. Some say it's experimental tech. Others say it's them, still watching. Maybe the strangest part of this story isn't the aliens. It's the fact that the desert remembers. Every whisper of the wind sounds like static. Every shimmer on the horizon could be a family waiting to be seen again. This is Joshua Tree Encounters, where UFOs, cryptids, and high strangeness collide.